Hello, I'm Mantastic'c and Fantastic, and today I'm going to be sharing with you lovely ladies and gentlemen the way I've been farming the dragon materials necessary to monster exchange for Hades and Karin dragon. So, these two dragons are incredibly powerful and exciting, more notably Karin dragon. You want to get possibly several copies of her because she works well in duplicates, especially for the new Godfist exclusive Grand Nerf, and also great on Tona and Naughty Oak teams. They can be a leader, they just do wondrous things and have a pretty spicy weapon assist. Unfortunately, you have to farm lots of easy dungeons many times, and these are the dungeons that I found to be the most efficient to do so. So for Hades Dragon, you want to play the normal dungeon 3-1-3-9-5, or Bottom of the Abyss. And you want to bring cards with dungeon bonus awakenings, because in this dungeon here, it's not a guaranteed drop, but if you flood yourself with enough dungeon bonuses, it will guarantee the drop. So I use Varroa Kitty because Varroa Kitty is the best thing ever. Because Varroa Kitty smashes so fast. Auto follow attack works. It also has just the enhanced dungeon drop rate. You could button a little bit. This is not a good button, Raw Dragon. There are much better buttons out there, but Raw Necklace, something you might have. But the Common Rider 8 million damage button is spicy with no animation. And as you notice here, with enough dungeon bonus awakenings, I'm going to get the drop every single time. It's 30 stamina. It requires almost no brain cells once you set it up. And that is actually my 20th one. So I feel like I might get 2 Hades Dragons for that reason alone. I kind of fast forwarded the farming, so to speak. And now we're going to play with myself in co-op in order to get Starling Dragon. So in order to get Starling Dragon, we need to have we had to play 2 different dungeons because you need to play technical 172 in order to get Starling itself, and then you need to play 185 to get the Swallowtail to evolve them. Do not make the gems. Don't make the gems. Don't monster exchange for gems. You can't revert it. And for this team in co-op, I just brought a bunch of buttons, and they're all just Raytheon weapon assists. 500 times fire damage to all enemies, no extra animation and zest. I just put on cards that I think are cool and a bunch of Monster Hunter cards because they will roar with us. So basically, what I'm going to do is button my way through it. And there's 5 floors, 5 buttons necessary. One side is all the skill boosts, the other side is the buttons. Nergigante, I guess, kind of hits low, so to speak, but they don't have that much health. And I get to roar. And then, like, Brachydios hits harder. Like, you could use anything with a high attack set. I just simply chose dragons because we are playing puzzle and dragons. Or I just like the fact that they roar, and I think that's pretty cool. So, like I said, in co-op, it's much easier. If you have 2 accounts, there's no point in doing this by yourself. Like, you could just use Varroa Kitties, of course, or anything that's auto-follow attack, but why not take advantage of buttons if you can? And then I am going to just sell off the nonsense that I don't care about. I guess those Moltres technically give like insignificant experience. And then you want to play Insect Swarm 185 Cocoon Insect Dragon. And it's going to be the exact same thing, but I'm still going to play through it anyways. And you need to farm these dungeons many times because you need multiple copies of each of these dragons for 1 exchange. So you have a whole month to do so, but why not just try and get it done sooner rather than later? And at least for the technicals, they are heavily discounted in stamina and then heavily discounted even further in co-op. So, this second one here of 185 is used to acquire Swallowtail. And Swallowtail is used to evolve your Starling. Again, do not change them into gems. And who cares about Combo Shield because buttons go right through the Combo Shield. And that's all there is, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you expend a bit of brain cells to build a team, you can use less brain cells when playing this dungeon over and over again. And if my mom is watching this, hopefully she's going to play the technical dungeons that I'm talking about because she should get herself a Karin Dragon. You should get yourself a Karin Dragon. We all should get Karin Dragon, at least 1 at the bare minimum. I'm probably going to get 3, maybe 4. But with that being said, let me know what you lovely ladies and gentlemen out there have been doing to acquire the various dragons necessary to monster exchange for Hades and Karin Dragon. And if you did monster exchange for them, how many of them did you actually acquire? Regardless of all that, hopefully all you lovely ladies and gentlemen have a truly fantastic day. I wish you best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.